Hi everyone. Today we'll see building narrow intelligence. In the last video we have seen what is artificial intelligence. We went through the different stages of artificial intelligence like artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence and also artificial super intelligence, and how these three fields are different from each other. And also we saw different terminologies which are used for artificial intelligence. So we saw what is machine learning, we saw data science, we saw deep learning. So in this video, we'll see how do we build a narrow intelligence. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay. So we saw what is narrow intelligence. Okay. So narrow intelligence is known as artificial narrow intelligence. It refers to an AI system that are designed and trained to perform a specific task and or a narrow range of tasks. These systems operate under a limited set of constraints, cannot generalize beyond their defined scope. So what do you mean, what do they mean by cannot generalize beyond their scope? Is these narrow artificial intelligence systems, they are good at only one task. Okay, so we can say it's task specific. That means it's designed to do just one job really well. For example, translating languages, recognizing pictures, or playing a game like chess. It doesn't have feelings or thoughts like we do. It just follows the instructions given by the programmers. And it can actually be better than human beings, but it can be good at only one thing. But only when it's trained with lot of examples and lot of data. And also remember, this narrow intelligence system will not go beyond its trained data. So you are required to train it regularly, providing the data through which it will learn. So different examples for artificial narrow intelligence are your Siri, Alexa and other voice assistants, your recommendation engines like Netflix, Amazon, facial recognition softwares, chatbots, even ChatGPT, DeepSpeak, Grok, Cloud, all these large language model are the form of artificial narrow intelligence. Before jumping into building the artificial narrow intelligence, let's take a quick look again at artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, and artificial super intelligence. So, artificial narrow intelligence, this is the kind of AI we already have today. It's smart, but only in one specific area. Think of voice assistant like Alexa, spam filters in email, or even face recognition in your phone. They are great at one job, but just one. If you see the capabilities, it can be super good in one task, even better than humans sometimes. The limitations, it can not do other things. So if it is a face recognition, it can do the face recognition only. It doesn't understand and think as we do. Moving on to artificial general intelligence. This is a type of AI we are trying to build, but we haven't succeeded yet. Artificial general intelligence would be like a human brain. It could learn anything just like we do, solve new problems without being specifically trained for them, understand situations, use common sense, and even adapt when things change. Sounds amazing, right? But it's really hard to make. Scientists still face big challenges like building memory, emotions, and reasoning into machines. And then artificial super intelligence. That's the stuff of science fiction. Machines that are way smarter than human beings. But we don't worry about that just yet. Let's figure out how to build AGI later, but now we'll just look into building artificial narrow intelligence because that is where we are, and maybe someday using this step by step approach artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, we could achieve artificial super intelligence as well. So let's look at building narrow intelligence. From previous slides, one thing is very clear. Narrow intelligence systems are good at one task. So our first and foremost approach is to define the task clearly. Imagine if you want a robot to tell the difference between cats and dogs in a picture, or help you detect fake product reviews. You should be very clear about one job it will do. Next is we need to choose how to solve these tasks. So selecting a right approach is very important. Whether you want to use rule-based systems, machine learning, or deep learning. So these approaches are good in their own ways. Like the rule-based system can be good for detecting the spams in an email, or um, for facial recognition or the images you can use deep learning or the CNN, uh, convolutional neural networks. So this is where you choose the right approach. Next, next step is to gather and prepare the data. Like, okay, we are training these models, so we need to have a very good data set. So for that we need training data to teach the AI, we need validation data to check and tune it, and test data to see how well it works. Like test data is actually like we have a training data set, we have a validation data set, and then we have some random data using which we validate how efficient is our model, or like how efficient is our narrow AI. Okay, so these are the different kinds of data we need, and then finally training our models. For simple problems, we start with basic problems, basic models like decision trees. For harder ones, like recognizing objects in photos, we use powerful models like ResNet. AI learns by adjusting itself again and again until it gets really good. So, selecting defining the task clearly, selecting the right approach, you gathering the right amount of data, and training the model. These are the basic steps for building a narrow intelligence. Of course, these are not very simple steps. They are in themselves very complicated fields. So you will come to know when we see certain examples in our next videos. So once we have built our narrow artificial intelligence, we need to make sure it works. So how do we make sure it works? We evaluate the performance, and also like, okay, these models, they need to be validated and tested again and again. You cannot just build it once and leave it there. Remember, these are only specific to certain set of data, so we have to train them and make them stay sharp. Okay, by training these, we need to evaluate it. We check how accurate it is, did it guess right, and we use scores like accuracy, precision, this stuff to evaluate the performance of artificial narrow intelligence system. Next one is validation and testing. We use validation data to tune its testing, like setting the right dials and then test it on with fresh data to see how it performs in the real world. I told you, right, we need test data also. We have the training data, we have the validation data, and then we have testing data. So this testing data is where we use and then we validate our models or the AI systems. I keep mixing up the models and the narrow AI systems because in the end, the AI, the narrow AI system is all about models. Okay, and also make sure like, okay, once it's ready, we can deploy it for others to use it. Okay, we can turn the AI into an app or a web tool that others can use. You might build it into a phone application using TensorFlow Lite or deploy it online with tools like AWS or Google AI platform. And also we need to make sure, like I said, we need to always keep training these AI systems, because AI can drift over time, meaning it gets less accurate. So we train it with new data to keep it sharp. So some real world examples of narrow AI are like for sentimental analysis, like figuring out if a review is happy or angry, we use a model called BERT. For credit fraud detection, we use a model called Random Forest. For voice commands, we use a model called Whisper to tune speech into text. So that's how we build the narrow artificial intelligence systems that can help us with everyday tasks. Thank you all for watching the video. So now with the two videos which I have uploaded, you know what is artificial intelligence, what are different stages of artificial intelligence, what are the different terminologies used in artificial intelligence, and how these terminologies or terms are interrelated, like how artificial intelligence is related to machine learning, how machine learning is related to deep learning, how these all systems are related to data science. So you have learned that. And next is the current artificial intelligence progress. We are at artificial narrow intelligence, and we saw a step-by-step approach on how to build it. In the next video, what we'll do is we'll take an actual example, actual model. We'll try to train that model and see how it works. We'll build a narrow intelligence system, a quick example, and then from there we'll see how feasible it is, what are the costs, how to leverage these existing ANI systems, and then we'll move on slowly to the large language models. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next video.